Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My amendment would make long overdue increases and updates to the Fire and Emergency Medical Services Loan Program. The Fire and Emergency Medical Services Loan Program currently allows for loans at a fixed 2% interest rate to fire and emergency medical service companies for the acquisition, rehabilitation, or improvement of apparatus, facilities, and equipment. The program was most recently updated by Act 91 of 2020, which increased the loan amount slightly and also established an inflation adjustment to the loan limits. While this 2020 adjustment was very helpful, the actual cost to secure adequate facilities and equipment needed by our first responders are much higher than the current maximum loan amount, leaving our fire departments and EMS providers with massive shortfalls in funding for vital life-saving resources. This amendment will make those increases to the maximum amount that is allowed to be borrowed, and will also change the length of the loan payback period as follows. So loans for establishing or modernizing facilities would increase from up to $450,000 to up to $1 million. Loans for purchasing a firefighting apparatus, aerial firefighting apparatus, special service vehicle, or heavy-duty rescue vehicle would increase to $500,000. Loans for purchasing an ambulance or light-duty rescue vehicle would increase to $250,000. Loans for purchasing watercraft a rescue vehicle would increase to $100,000, and loans for purchasing protective accessory or communication equipment would increase to $150,000. Loans for repair or rehabilitation of apparatus equipment would also increase to $150,000, and loans for the purchase of used firefighting apparatuses, rescue vehicles, equipment, and protective gear would increase to $350,000. And lastly, the amendment would also allow the Office of the State Fire Commissioner to offer a 20-year loan for loans that range between $50,000 and $300,000, and then a 30-year loan plan for any loan in excess of $300,000. I think we all know that budget negotiations every year tend to teeter back and forth relative to EMS and fire funding. And we should also really consider replenishing this loan fund with additional state appropriations with $15 billion sitting in the rainy day fund. Our first responders certainly don't need any more stress about calculating how to make ends meet. So at least giving them the opportunity to borrow dollars to build new facilities. I know that one of my fire companies has seen a population growth of over 400% in the last 12 years. And have to back trucks out of their current station to get other trucks out. They have the land, just need to build a new facility, and in Chester County, you can't build much for $450,000, maybe a garage or a shed, but certainly not a firehouse. So hopefully these loan amounts will allow for all of our first responder entities to take out and borrow what they can need in a responsible way. And I just want to mention that this amendment is supported by the PA Emergency Health Services Council, the PA Fire and Emergency Services Institute, the PA State Association of Boroughs, the PA Career Fire Chiefs, and the Ambulance Association of Pennsylvania. And I encourage affirmative vote. Thank you.